everyone. Welcome back. Part 2 of our 3-song series, Green Dolphin Street, Wonderful World, and Have You Met Miss Jones? I'm going to go right into improvisation because I think we need to get started on that right away. Now, a couple of things that will help are the backing tracks that I'm working on, and they'll probably be available in the next... What we're going to do right now is just prepare ourselves for improvisation. And what we're going to do, we're going to take the root and the 7th of each chord with the left hand, and with the right hand we're going to play the 3rd. And we're just going to go through the whole song this way. So Green Dolphin Street, that's the first one. And we've got C minor 7th. So we're not using the 5th, just the root, the 7th, and the 3rd. Ignore the slash, it's just D7. And then in the next measure, let's do a whole measure of D flat 7. There's the 3rd and the 7th, and back to C. And I'm just going to cover the A section, not the A section. I'm going to cover the B section here, D minor. Now, we could possibly go root and 3rd, and then we have the 7th like this. Or we could do what we've been talking about, which is... And we'll do the same thing on F, and again we have these two options. We can go like this, and then like that. Or we can just go root 7, 3rd, root 7, 3rd, and root 7, 3rd. Okay? Now, the reason we're doing this is when we improvise, we want to keep the left hand simple, and with the right hand, we want to target those 3rds. So it doesn't mean we have to start or end on them, but we have to play them in our line someplace. So starting on C major, let's see, it's a kind of a Latin feel there, so. And then our minor. So there I started on the 3rd each time, but I don't have to. Just have to hit that 3rd someplace in the line. And it's nice to try to get to it, like start on the 3rd here. End up close to the 3rd so you can land right on it. And right into C. Let's do it in the key of E flat. All right, and there I'm just using the E flat major scale. All right, just using the E flat major scale, and before I was using the C major scale. Okay, taking a quick look at What a Wonderful World. The melody is almost always on the 3rd here in the beginning. So first we have C, and we can make that a C major 7th. Then we're going to go to E minor 7th. And then notice how the melody note there on the chart is a G. F major 7th, E minor 7th. And here on the E7, the only time we have to use a black key, and then A minor, and A flat. And then we have a D, G, and C like we did in the previous song. So a little improv. Okay, I don't think I'm going to win any Grammys with that improv, but here's the thing. You know, at first, if you're really, really new to this, it's going to sound kind of amateurish, maybe childish even, but don't worry about it. You know, you got to start somewhere. All right, have you met Miss Jones? Indeed I have. All right, I believe I made a mistake in the first episode, and I showed the 2nd chord as D7th. All right, so there's D7, and if I put a flat 9 on it, you see the top notes here are F sharp diminished, F sharp diminished 7th. So the D7 is not really wrong, but I checked the original source of this music, and they had F sharp diminished also. So we'll do it that way. F major 7th, and then for F sharp diminished, it's going to be those two, right? And once again, our third there is an A. Then G minor, C 7th, A, and you see those thirds are always jumping around quite a lot. So it gives you in-between notes to improvise with. Okay, get the idea? Okay, that's our 3 songs. You might wonder why we're just using the root and the 7th and the 3rd and not the 5th. Because the most common 7th chords are the major 7th, the dominant 7th, and the minor 7th. And you see, just from these notes, you can tell what chord it is. That's a major 7th, that's a dominant 7th, and that's a minor 7th. The 5th doesn't really give you any information unless it's like a flat 5, in which case it'll change the sound. So for instance, if I played, say, just the root, the 5th and the 7th, well, you could tell it's a major 7th chord. But is it? It could have been a minor chord. If I play just this, yeah, it sounds like a dominant 7th chord, but it could be a minor 7th chord. So you really don't know. But when you have the 3rd and the 7th, you pretty much know what the chord is, especially if it's a major 7th, a minor 7th, or a dominant 7th. And of course, the dominant 7th is written, you know, just the letter and a 7. So the letter could be A flat, and the 7 means it's a dominant 7th. If it says major or minor 7th, then you know it's a major 7th chord or a minor 7th chord. Okay, I think you all pretty much understand that, but just wanted to make sure. You're probably wondering, how do you come up with the notes and the rhythms to play when you're improvising? And I think the best thing to do is you need to take a lot of walks, long walks, all right? And you need to get the song in your head. Have you met Miss Jones? Dum ba dum bum ba dum da dee da dum da dum da dee da 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 dee dum ba da ba da bum ba dum ba dum. If you watch Amy Nolte's channel, you'll know she sings a lot too. Now, that's not to say you have to sing. Some people don't really like to sing, or they don't have a, you know, very good pitch or something. But even just getting the rhythms, bum, ba-dum, ba-dee, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dee, ba-da, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-dee, ba-doo, ba-da, bum. And, you know, listen to a lot of jazz so you have that rhythm kind of going in your head. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll be back. I don't know what I'm going to do in episode 3 yet, but, you know, it'll be basic stuff. All right, thanks very much.